Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? All right, we're starting to gather some viewers. Good morning. My days are running together here. I just had to check the calendar. I wasn't sure if it was Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else like that at this point? All my days are running together. I just got to keep on track here because it's almost like not knowing what the day is sometimes. Okay, if you're hopping on, just give a hello below so that I can see you here. Not sure if I set my camera up right, so let me see. I don't know if I can see any of my comments happening. All right, hold on. Okay, let's see if that's better. I don't know if I'd set my, trying to set it so that I have a do not disturb, but it is not coming up right for me. So, let me maybe get my computer. Okay, I don't know what I did. I set something on the phone and I changed it so I actually cannot see any comments. And I'm spilling stuff here. Okay, so how's everybody else's morning going? I just spilled my whole cup of tea. Oh my goodness. From not knowing the day to just, I'm a disaster right now. Oh, okay, I'm starting to see some comments. Okay, let me clean up my mess, of course. I was like, hey, I'll bring my cup of tea over and have some tea. Oh, well, the floor had all the tea. Okay. So let's just say I'm already starting out as a disaster. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try and get all your comments here because my phone is still not scrolling comments. I don't know. Okay, hello Marcia and Brenda and Jessie and Donna. Nancy's here. Okay, good morning. Oh. First, I don't know what day I'm on. I had to check the calendar. So we are on Tuesday, so I am here at the correct day. If anybody else is like me at this point, my days are literally running together. And I don't even know what day of the week it is sometimes. My husband's home, so I'm not used to that. You know, I work from home, so I know the days usually, but he's home, so it's throwing everything off, like I'm sure with everybody else. So, it's just crazy, huh? So we're all in this, as they're calling it, social distancing. It's like a quarantine to me, but we're all in this together. So here we are. Sorry, I'm going to try to keep looking at my comments because I ain't getting nothing on my phone. I don't know what I set it as, so I'll have to go back and look at that when we're done. Okay, so today I am here to share with you these adorable, oh, this one's got stuff all over it. I just spilled my tea all over them. Adorable, adorable baby ornaments. These are, these would be like keepsake ornaments, as I call them. A lot of them call them baby ornaments. I'm calling them keepsake ornaments. It sounds nicer. Okay, now that I wipe that off. Here we are. Try not to get a glare. Look how beautiful these are. Trying to get it without a glare. I mean, these are so pretty, so vibrant. I love them. I actually had them done and had the little feet cut out on them. So adorable. These would be beautiful on a Christmas tree. You could see the lights coming through, the little baby feet. So there we are. This is what we're going to be doing today. And this is made out of, I wanted to say like the Unisub. When you get these, they will come to you. I do have a post for the designs. They are in my Etsy shop. I did a boy one as well. And when you get them, this is how they come. They are two-sided. These are, I have a post here in the group page where I am taking, I will invoice you for them. So if you want to order them, they're here. They come to you, as you can see, plain. They are double-sided, and which makes them really nice because you could do two different things per side depending on, you know, what your plan is for them, or you can do the same exact design on both sides. Okay, I did a few of the testers. That one right here, I wanted to test out my designs. So this one right here was the purple one, and as you see, I just did my granddaughter's name. So I did kind of like a birth stat with this one. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want down here. You could put whatever. You could do a saying on one side, birth stats on another, maybe a child's name and the year, however you want to do it. So this part will be blank. It'll just be the design. Okay, so this is the purple. Here is the blue in that. Look how pretty. Okay, here is the black and white, which I actually didn't think I would like, but I actually like this color. It's a classic color, and last year I had noticed a few trees that were done with the gingham, the black and white check, and things like that, and it looked beautiful. I seen someone's tree, and I thought this would be beautiful on that kind of a tree if you were to give it to someone that maybe is doing the farmhouse look. So I kind of like that one. And then here is the fuchsia. Sorry about the glare. I don't know why I'm getting it. And here is the teal, which I don't think my camera is actually bringing it up as much, but this is more of a teal color. Okay. And the baby feet are just so cute. All right, I'm still not seeing all the comments. If yins are commenting, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what. I'm not even getting all the comments on my. So if anybody's asking any questions, sorry, I'm not getting comments today. I don't know what I did. I turned something off, I think. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting some comments here. So let's see if I can get this back to Okay. If I happen to miss your comment, I'm sorry. For some reason, my feed is not doing, I don't know what's going on. I must have turned something off by accident. Okay, I got one. It said, could be for the first Christmas cute. Yes, it could be. Absolutely. These are adorable for a first Christmas. And I'm going to tell you what else these would be great to do with them. And this would be the perfect tag on a gift. So if you were going to a baby shower or whatever and you did know the baby's name, of course you wouldn't know the birth stats. You could do the baby's name here and the year, and you know, and then maybe on the back, if you, I just was doing this would probably be the same design I would do back to back. If so, I would probably then put maybe a little saying or something in the back. You could even say, you know, I love you from Aunt whatever. And then that way, this is a keepsake ornament, but make it the tag for a gift that you might be giving to at a baby shower or a new baby or anything like that. This would be the perfect gift. Gift tag. Okay, so so when you get them, these are 4-inch rounds, and they're a true 4-inch. So the designs I made for them fit right onto them with that little bit of bleed out, so it will be a full coverage on these. Okay, and there is a film on these. Okay, so you will need to peel the film off of these when you get them. Okay, as you see, there's a film coming off of these. Okay, so when you get them, make sure you peel your films. All right, and like I said, these are in my these are in the Facebook, the group here, to order these. I have 150 of these, and then, you know, I can order more of these. So I'm going to take some orders on these and get another batch coming in. Get the, sorry, trying to, I have a glare here from my sliding glass door. So let me see. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm not getting no comments whatsoever. Okay. If you're here, comment below. Just say I'm here. I'm going to see. I don't know why my feed's not working. I don't know what I did. I don't see my feed still not working. All right, maybe send me a thumbs up, a heart. Let me know you're here, trying to comment. All right, I do see some likes coming through. It's just my, oh, and some hearts. Okay, well, I'm not getting any comments. I hope yins are all being able to see your own comments, that you could talk maybe among each other or answer each other's questions, because I am literally getting nothing. Nope. Yeah, okay, I did get something. Here, okay. Nancy said you're having one, yes, I am having your kind of day. If that's the kind of day you're having, I'm having it here. Actually, I was ready this morning too. I had my stuff printed. At least I think I am until I start doing what I'm doing. So I seemed like I was ready, and then I spilled my tea. Okay, so there is a film on these. This is a really nice, it's ready to go, sub-ready, really nice surface. If you have done any of the like MDF Unisub ornaments or the dry erase boards, anything like that, same kind of results in the end when you get them. These turn out stunning, very vibrant. Okay, so I just printed out a few designs. I'm going to do one of the boy ones. So I know that these look like they are not mirror imaged, but that's the way the camera picks them up. So when you do the images, you have to mirror image your design when you print it, okay? So, let me see. I am going to choose, let's try this little giraffe. Okay, and if you are new here, I'm using my heat press. This is a 15 by 15. These can be done on the, with the Cricut Easy Press. These do ornaments and like the MDF earrings and things like that. Your Cricut Easy Press, if you only have that, or you don't want to heat up this and you're only doing 1 or 2 ornaments, you can do your Easy Press. These do work with that. So that Cricut Easy Press is really nice for that. But if you're new here, I'm going to use my 15 by 15. I am using a pressing pad or pillow. This is the Cricut one. I show this every time. I love these. It just gives a nice even pressure, and I like them for the ornaments, and you know, I use this a lot. I can say I like that it gives a better pressure, more even, I think, and that's why I use it. So I use that 400 degrees, 60 seconds on these. You probably could get away with like between 45 and 60. This is an older heat press, so it kind of fluctuates. My temperature does. So when you see me doing a lot of items that it always seems like 460 seconds, it's just because this is older and it doesn't keep the heat as much. So every heat press is a little different. Please keep that in mind. Because, you know, you might say, oh, well, my blacks are turning brown. If they're turning brown, that means it's too long, it was too much heat and too much time. It's burning it. So if black goes to brown, it's burning it. If black goes to green, it's not enough heat and not enough time. It's undercooked, okay? So keep that in mind. That's how that kind of works with a black. So mirror imaged. I do use the Epson. This is a new one. I just got it out the other day. If you see my post, my last one died after about 2 years. I got about 2 years out of it. I do maintain them a lot, but my problem was my feed, my roller in my feed. It was not picking my paper up and it was skipping it sometimes. So after just constantly working with it, and I was like, well, I have an extra one downstairs. I always try to keep one down as a reserve. That doesn't necessarily mean I will. But I had that one, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to get rid of the other one. My feed was just not rolling my paper. It was skipping it, and sometimes it jammed it a lot. No matter what I did, I would get it working for maybe, you know, a week, and then it'd be back to that. And I'd be spending more time working on it, and I said, okay, it's finally time to just pitch it and put the new one up. So this is my new one. Same thing. I use the Epson 7720. It's not, you can use, you know, whatever Epson, a lot of the Epsons can be converted. So, you know, you can find which one best suits your needs. I like this one because it can do papers up to, if I use the back feed, I can do a 19 to 21, 13 to 21 size. So I do like that. Most of the time my images I print though are like 13, 19. So that's what let me see if I can get some comments here. So that's what I use. And I do use the continuous ink supply system on the outside. There's a lot of eco tanks out there and things like that you can use, or the refillable cartridges. I like to refill out here, and I get my inks from Ink Pro. I'll put a link to it. I can't never remember. I think it is. I'm just so used to clicking on the link and ordering. But I do refill, and I will show you. I probably have bottles. And then I just order ink, and then I refill on the outside. So that's what I do. These are my refill bottles. I just take them, and I literally just pour them in to the outside. There's plugs out here, and I just pour them in. A lot of people ask me that often on what inks I use, and those are just the inks that I use. It's the system I chose. I like it, and it's working for me. So, you used, oh, I'm starting to get some, okay. Marissa said she used her Easy Press yesterday for some coasters and they came out great. Yeah, the Easy Press really works good for these. And I have found that you really don't even have to put the pressure on it. I used it on some MDF earrings, same kind of material. And I just laid my Easy Press on them and they worked. So, love the Easy Press because it heats up quickly. It's very portable, and sometimes I just don't feel like, you know, getting, although it's always stationary and it's right here and it's readily available to me at this point, but this one takes a little bit longer to heat up. The Easy Press heats up, you know, 2 minutes, I'm ready to go. Sometimes this one, it's older, so it takes maybe 10 minutes to get up to where it needs to be. And sometimes I don't feel like waiting for the 10 minutes, so I pull out the Easy Press. Okay, so I use that. The papers I use, I like the A-Sub. I use the 125G. A lot of people like the 120 because it's not as thick. I like the thicker paper. So I use the 125G A-Sub papers. I've been using that for years. It's my go-to. It's the one that I like. Okay. I think that's it. That was probably, those are two of the biggest. I really get those questions a lot in my messaging, is what inks I use, what papers I use. And I use Photoshop to print from. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and press this. Butcher paper. If you're new, the need for butcher paper is, this is something that you will always need, always use. So my suggestion is purchase it by the roll. You can get it at GFS, that's Gordon Food Service, and Sam's Club. Those are my two locals here. And I have it sitting right here. 1,000 feet for about $20 to $25. You get it in rolls like this. It is unwaxed. Make sure it's just the plain unwaxed. Okay, you are going to forever need that. That, if you hear people talking about their blowout paper or their paper that they use in between, this is the one. It is butcher paper. You need it to protect your images from transferring to your heat pad, your heat press, or onto each other. Okay, so that eliminates it. All right, so moving on. I cut out my image, and all I'm going to do is just tape it down. And heat tape. I'm a heat tape girl. Most of you know that. I don't use the Pro sprays or the sticky sprays. I just don't. I'm not a fan of them, but some people love them and it works well for them. Whatever works well for you, use. I like heat tape. Okay, and then image side transfer up. And then again, cover that top. I don't know what this was set for, but it doesn't seem like, might be not enough pressure. Hopefully it is. Okay. Well, I know my phone's working again. It's just started to ring. Sorry. Okay, that's probably my granddaughter calling because she keeps calling, so sorry if it's pausing. I tried to, and I think that's where I messed things up. I put my Do Not Disturb on, and when I did, somehow I lost comments. So let's see. Now my husband's phone's ringing. That's my granddaughter calling. And I would suggest using heat gloves because these get really hot. So I take them off using the heat gloves. And they take a minute to cool down. Here comes my dog. My dog's coming. Okay, sorry, my granddaughter's still trying to call me. And there we are. Look how cute. And you can see there, it's nice and shiny. Trying to get you out of the glare. Sorry, I got a glare from my slider, but I hope you can see that. Look how nice and vibrant they are. And they are a little warm, so if you missed that from the calls, wear your heat gloves, taking them off, or just kind of set them off to the side till they cool a minute, because they get really hot. Trying to see if I can get any comments. Sometimes my 1 or 2 comments will load. Okay. Okay, I have a few comments. That's what I get for touching the phone, huh? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, whenever you're done with your butcher paper, do not reuse it, okay? A lot of people try to scrimp and save and be resourceful, I should say, with doing their butcher paper. The reason you're using the butcher paper is because this image is slightly transferring. So this is the bottom side because this was the bleed out area. So this ink is literally on this paper now. The excess here is on this paper, and as you can see right here. So there's ink down here, and look at that slight ghosting. A lot of people will say about ghosting. And what it is I know it looks a little bit brighter here, but at here you could just see it's just a slight image. It's just a ghost of that image and of that print. It is now on this piece of paper. So if I were to take this paper and I was to use it again on another ornament, this is going to ghost or slightly show through and transfer onto my other ornament or whatever it is I'm using this paper for. Don't reuse these. I see a lot of people saying, oh, I reuse my paper. Don't. This paper is, you get 1,000 feet for $20 to $25. There's no need, and you do not want to be ruining or slightly ghosting your other projects that you're going from one to the other. It's just, you might not notice it right away, but it will be there. So don't reuse it. There's no need. Okay, so I'm going to cut out another image, and I'm going to do another boy. So just trying these on the back. Wish I could see your guys' comments. I'm missing your comments. Didn't mess my phone up. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is another one. This is the tribal animals, and it's in that pack as well. So I'm going to just do the back side just to show you. These turn out so nice. And I'm going to show you, as you can see, how just slightly, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just slightly over my edge. All the way around, okay, and it's very slight, but in order to cover my whole ornament, what you'll need is what they call a full bleed, and that means that that color is fully over the image and a little outside of the image so that your whole image is covered. There's no white, okay, and that's how you want your designs to be on your ornaments. Image transfer up. Again, 460 seconds. All right, let me see if I can get any more comments. These are very easy to do. Turn out very pretty. And let me tell you, these are the perfect gift to, and I just did this. I did the that elephant blanket that I had posted, the cute little elephant blanket. And I actually took, and I sold them for an extra $10. These, okay, let me tell you, these I usually would sell between $12 and $14, okay? A keepsake ornament between $12 and $14, regardless what it is. If it's the unisub, it doesn't matter. I usually sell my ornaments, the price range is about $12 to $14. This would be including also the baby tags that we did. So that in that range, but what I did was I always say upsell your customers that want something. So when you do that, upselling is just simply suggesting to them, hey, would you like to add an ornament on with your blanket? I usually sell my ornaments are usually priced around $14, but if you'd like to add an ornament, I'll give it to you for $10. Okay, and that's getting you to sell 2 items and 2 of your products out there for a combo deal, kind of like a bundle deal. I always suggest asking your customers that, because a lot of times they might have just seen your blanket, because I sell a lot of baby blankets, but they didn't know that I also offered a pillow, or I offered them a keepsake ornament, or I offered them burp cloth and bips, anything like that. So always ask your customers if they would like to add something. And I give them a small little list, and you'd be surprised a lot of times. Someone might just tack on a baby tag, a stroller tag, a car seat tag, or just, hey, yeah, why don't you put that pillow in there? And then by the time I'm done, my $50 to $65 sale is almost $100 now. So, they might have just seen one of your items and not realized that you sold all the others. So don't feel like you're pushing that on them. I usually send them a photo, and I say, I also have baby items, other baby items. If you'd like to add them on, here's, I'll add a pillow for, instead of 20, I'll add it for 17 or 15. And that's what I do. And a lot of times they will say, yeah, go ahead and add that. Okay, there you go. Look how cute that one is. So don't be afraid to upsell. Businesses do it all the time, and they do it for that reason. When I first started out many years ago, one of my first jobs was waitressing. And I had learned that in one of our marketing classes. And I've carried that kind of all through life in sales. But, I was 16 at the time, and I was going through in waitressing. I was waitressing for King's Family Restaurant. We had a training class, and they had said, and this is what stuck with me. They had told us when we offered chili, a bowl of chili. Ask your customers when you go there if they would like to add cheese for 15 cents. And, at that time, I'm like, I'm not asking all of my customers, if they want to add cheese. And it was strange because, I was just, I'm 16, I'm thinking, I'm not asking them that. Would you like to add cheese for 15 cents? And I didn't. But then, when in my next job, I cut hair. So I went into hairstyling. And this was probably in my 20s, my late 20s. And we had a training class, and one of the classes was selling product. Now, the incentive for that to me was they had started doing commission on our sales. So now we were not only making tips, but whoever sold, or if I would sell, a product, I got commission from the products now I started to sell, along with my tips. So that became a big incentive for me to start telling everybody, every one of my clients that sat in my chair, hey, you know, this is what I'm using on your hair. If you like this product, I'm going to set everything out front for you when you go to check out. This is everything I used, from your shampoo to your styling products. And I would do that. I started learning to just gather together when all of the other ladies and gentlemen that were, you know, the hairstylists that weren't doing that. I went from honestly taking my paycheck from just tips and my hourly wage to earning over $1,000 to $1,500 a month, and somebody just buying shampoo or a mousse that they like that I used in my hair. So I took that, learning that little upsell of the 15-cent cheese, and I applied that to my commission, and I really boosted my sales and my income. And I thought, you know, from something that small that I thought was really minute, and I was like, I ain't asking somebody for cheese, to really increasing my sales. I took a big lesson from that, and I learned from that. So this is what I'm, you know, passing on to you guys. Do a little small upsell. Start increasing your profits. Start increasing your wage. And no one says you have to, you know, you don't have to push it on, because I don't. I just say, hey, I have a baby tag or a stroller tag. We all remember these. We are still doing these. And here's the stroller tags. We're still doing these. Hey, I have these. If you'd like to include that, I'll include that for an additional $10 if you would like that. You're not pushing something on somebody. You might have something that they just don't know that you have. Okay, so just suggest it. Suggestion is great. Getting phone calls. All my grandkids are calling. If they don't know you have it, they don't know that they can buy it. So make sure that they know you have it. I get a lot of sales. I'm doing so many baby blankets right now. It must have been a surge on babies being born, but I'm doing a lot of baby blankets. And I advertise outside of Etsy as well. I do a lot of Facebook advertising, Instagram. There's a few outlets. So I'm doing those. And sorry. I'm getting tons of phone calls this morning. All of my grandkids are rushing in to call at one time. Sorry. So I use a lot of different outlets, but you know, I get a lot of people that come on, message me and say, hey, I seen this baby blanket and I would like the baby blanket, but they didn't see my pillows. They didn't see my burp cloths. They didn't see my stroller tags or car seat tags. They didn't see my ornaments. So I let them know that I have these. So just please keep that in mind. Start offering your customers some of your other items. And if they don't want them, they don't want them. But at least they know that if they do have a friend and somebody says, oh, I like that, but you know, I really didn't want to spend that kind of money on a blanket, she or he might say, well, you know what? She had a pillow on there that she had offered me for $20. You might want to see about that. So it can really, your suggestions can go a lot, a longer way than what you think they are. So make sure that you do offer those, okay? Well, I'm getting no. Okay, I got a few I got a few that's coming through. Where do I get my heat gloves? These are on Amazon, and I actually got these. I might try to go back through and find the link for them. I actually got these. These are made for hair styling, so like when you're using a curling iron. They were heat resistant gloves, and I find that they work pretty good. Sometimes they'll get, when I do some of the, I will say when I did like a photo slate with them, They got a little bit warmer than just touching an ornament, but the photo slate, you know, they get really hot, and they've been on for a long time, and they're solid. So, but I love these. They fit my hands much better than they're not so bulky. So I got these on Amazon under the hairstyling, but I just put in heat gloves for, and then these came up. Tape dispenser. Where did I get it? This comes from Condi. Okay, I got the tape dispenser from Condi and my heat tape. And you can find them, and you can punch in Condi, CONDE.com, and their actual website is Dyetrans. It's DYETRANS. But if you punch in Condi, you'll find it. Google will bring it up. Okay. I think I got a few comments come through, so I was able to, hopefully I answered some of them. Sorry. I don't see any of these comments at all. Nope. Well, okay. All right, well, sorry guys. I thought I was doing a good thing by putting on my Do Not Disturb. As you can see, I need that because my grandkids call me. And now that we've been stuck at home and not seeing the grandkids, I'm not even kidding you, Verizon's happy. They FaceTime me, which I absolutely love because I miss my grandkids. But they FaceTime me probably. I have 7 grandchildren, and each one of them probably FaceTime me on a minimum of 10 to 20 times a day. But I love it, so at least I'm thankful that if we are quarantined, that we have things such as lives. We have things such as we can do videos, we can video chat, we can do Skype, we can do FaceTime. So I'm glad that we are in a generation and an era where we can do that and still stay connected. I love that I'm able to still craft with you all through this because we're all shut in and we're all bored. You know, there's only so much television you can watch. Only so much yard work you can do. The last 2 days here in Pennsylvania has been really, really windy. So the yesterday was chilly. The day before was beautiful. We had to almost hit 70, if not was 70. But it was so windy. We had wind gusts up to like 60 or 45, between 45 and 60 miles per hour. So it was really windy. I was going to go outside and work, but and get some like clean up and start cleaning up the flower beds and stuff. But I was like scrapping that idea because there's leaves and stuff that get in there, and it would have just been all over the place. So I'm hoping the weather warms up toward the end of the week. It's supposed to, and not be so windy. I'm gonna head outside. I'm anxious to get out of the house a little bit, as all of you are, I'm sure. And I just said to my husband, I'm so thankful that, you know, we need to, even though that we are being stuck inside, there's still things that I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful for that we are not in the midst of winter when our clocks were letting it be dark at 4:30, 5 o'clock, because at least it's staying lighter later. And I would have been probably worse off had it had been where I felt like it was dark all the time. So at least it's not getting dark now till about 7:30. So I'm thankful for that. So, you know, every day just be a little bit more thankful for things than we are moaning and groaning, even because we're all in this together. And yes, it does kind of stink. But, you know, I'm thankful that we're still healthy. We're not in the hospital. I'm thankful that God's still in control. That's most important. Even though we are in the midst of this, God's still in control. I'm thankful that, you know, my grandkids are all healthy, my children, we are, and we're still able to get the supplies we need. And, you know, even though we're not going outside and we're not doing a lot of things, we did do a lot of prep whenever they said, hey, we're going to need to quarantine. So I'm not thankful I have to cook every day. Let me say that. I'm going to put that on the record. I hate cooking, but I guess we're getting back to the way it used to be, right? You're cooking your meals at home, you're spending more time with your family, and less time, you know, being out. But I hate to cook. So, and it's funny, I always tell my husband, I say, don't even say the word, what's for dinner? Because I hate cooking. But I've been back to cooking. So just some fun there, but I always tell them, don't ask me what's for dinner. I just hate to cook. All right, so sorry I couldn't see really any of your comments. So I'm kind of just talking to myself. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting my small little business. Thank you for being here every week. And if you're interested in these ornaments, the ornament blanks, they are here. There is a post here for them. You can order them. These are going right out. I actually am waiting for a shipment to come in. I got more of the baby tags, the germ tags, the car seat tags. They should be coming today. Also, along with the burp claws and the bibs. I'm packing up those. Those are going out. I am currently out of blankets. I just sold the last, I think, 7 this morning in my shop. But I'm going to place an order, and that should be coming within the next week. They've been pretty good with that. So if you need any of those, you can always find supplies as well in my Etsy shop. And then I have a few other things coming up this week for you guys. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I have wrote. So I am going to let everybody get back to their crafting and back to their family back here at home. So I wish everybody well for the rest of the week, and I'm always available. You could just message me. And if you do see me live right here, if you see this red box, that means I am live right now. If you are watching it as a replay and you don't see this red box here, please hashtag replay, because I like to see who does go back through and maybe watch it. Trying to still get a little judge on that. We're all home now, so you know, I can see who's on about what times and maybe try to adjust a little. All right, everybody, be blessed and have a great week.